Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all. Living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all. Living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up.
What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from level1gaming.com. LV1 game. I spent 1 week away and forget how to do this. 1 week. and I forget how to do this, and I don't even know if we're okay. Okay. All right, we're frozen. I messed up the intro, but I'm gonna start over because I have the right to do so. What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from LV1Gaming.com. Congratulations, you guys leveled up to 202. This is the Double XP podcast. A week away from not having a show, and I hope the team is refreshed. We are missing Chakalaka, who is somewhere spending way too much money. Hopefully he returns next week. We do have a returning, he's not a guest, right? He's part of the family with us today. So we're going to be rocking out lots of things to talk about, right? Baron J67, who's sitting there nice and ugly like Frozen, put out an article about The Last of Us, and just so happened the rumors about The Last of Us 2 remake are starting to surface. Gears of War Collection may actually be real and coming out this year. PlayStation Plus Premium finally show what you'll be getting by paying that money every month. And also, because we wasn't here last year, let's talk Xbox 2022 and what's actually left. Before all of that, let's go on to introduction. First up, the host of Cogs in the Machine, my right hand, man, the floor hugger with the hardest of possible auras.
Auras. Ara. What's up, guys? I'm glad to be back once again with the boys, hanging out with the boys and talking some gaming. And yeah, how's everybody doing this fine Wednesday evening?
Hey, you guys are already in the chat, man. I see y'all. Ryan, Hustle, Minnie. I see y'all, man. Do us a big favor. Hit that like button and share the stream out. But next up, if your email box is full and your DMs are overloaded, that's because the communication director Level 1 Gaming is trying to get a hold of you, baby. Baron J67, what's going on, Chief?
You know what? I feel like I can take on the role of insider because of my my hit publish button skills. Did I know what was going to happen with the Last of Us announcements? No, but I felt it.
Just say you did, bro. Region. That's what everybody else do. They say stuff, and then when it happens, see, remember I told you guys about this? I'm just saying.
I was right about Xbox and the TVs, though. But we'll move
You caught that. You caught that. Well before where we are right now.
A long time ago.
You guys got to go back over 100 episodes, and you will see that.
I've been saying it, yeah.
Next up, but last but not least, he is the co-host of the Dual Shock and Sense podcast. He is one of the amazing writers at LV1Gaming.com. Whoa! What's going on, brother?
I'm about to graduate. It's an undergrad with psychology, so let me read as follows. Hindsight bias, the tendency upon learning an outcome of an event, such as an experiment, a sporting event, a military decision, or a political election to overestimate one's ability to have foreseen the outcome. It is colloquially known as the I knew it all along phenomenon.
Did this man just disrespect my whole get deal?
That is the community right now with I knew it. No, I told you. Trust me.
Bro, it's so much of that. Like, it's probably one of the, I mean, I get it. Everyone wants to be a part of this industry, right? It's other than PORN, right? Not even gaming it carries everything. Where gaming goes, technology goes. It used to be PORN, but it's gaming, right? Where gaming goes, technology goes, right? So and gaming has become so popular that it's people are faking their way into it, right? So now everyone wants to be a part of it. Everyone wants to be an insider. So what you do is you throw a bunch of shit at the motherfucking wall, and with one stick say, "Ha! Remember when I told y'all about that? Remember that?" When reality, we always throw on the same stuff and we all said the same thing. It's just you the first one to say, "Ha!" If you listen to my podcast from 17,000 weeks ago, I may or may not have mentioned this. Baron, now playing.
Hey, no, I mean that's
no. It's one thing to make these hypothetical guesses. It's another thing to take credit for them as if you said it because you knew it was coming.
I just knew.
As if you knew it was inside information. We gotta stop that. Chakalaka, I'm stopping you real quick to say hi, and you're supposed to be in here. Wow. Ooh. The audacity. But we love you, Chakalaka. Enjoy your day off, my brother. It's okay. We got Walt, and Walt said he's too sexy for his shirt, and he gonna be here shining today. Hey, that shirt fire. Gotta give it to him. That's straight fire.
God, represent Yujito, the master of horror himself. But yeah, Community
Mr.
is a fun
Smiley.
fest. Mr. And Chakalaka, hello. And goodbye, I guess, if you're hopping real quick. I hope you're well. You're not, contrary to what Twitter is just a clown fest and circus, but it's fun to just poke fun at it. I mean, Twitter's not a real place.
It's not.
It doesn't exist. So it's just fun to see all the spaces. The spaces are hilarious.
Bro, people be waking up at, like, I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I see people in spaces like, yeah, so let's talk about Xbox today. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go ahead, B. I'm sorry.
I'll be in there.
I've been listening too. Macho just popped up in the chat,
Shameful.
and he and I are guilty of popping in and being like, "What's going on in here?"
I've yet to run a spaces. I've only ran a space, and I believe that was when it might have been when Xbox got Bethesda, possibly. I've never ran it. I co-ran it, and we did it. Me and Anchorman, we had over 1,000 people in there, and I've been tempted ever since to run a spaces. My biggest problem is I want like, if you want to hear what I have to say, I want you to hear it here. But people want to do everything on Twitter. No one wants to actually go over to YouTube to listen. Like, but if I do a space, I know people gonna jump in. I know it. I just sort of refusing to do it at the moment.
Yeah. I'm tempted to ban Macho because he's a little doo-doo head. Look at him, this man. Look at this man. Yeah? Yeah, it's a lot of brain, boys, to capture all this brain.
Boy, Chakalaka, but he know he's supposed to be in here. That boy said, I'm coming to say peace, and I'm peacing. Then like, hey, I can't make it. We gonna have to put him. Might rob your ass. I'm just being honest. We know you got the money.
Allegedly.
Yeah, Hey, I may host some spaces soon, man. I may do it.
But you have to. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, fame. You got too much of a following not to host spaces.
But if I host a spaces, it's gonna have to be recorded and re-uploaded to YouTube, right? Because I still
that's what everybody does. I was about to say, then you funnel. That's all you got to do. You got it.
The clicks.
The cakes.
I may do it, man. I may do it. Let's see what happens over the next couple of days, couple of weeks,
the next hours.
Yeah,
it was chaos.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. Listen, we're gonna jump right into it, and we're gonna jump right into the Last of Us remake. Right? Shout out to Jeff Grubb. Right? Been on the podcast before. He's coming back on the podcast really soon. I'm super excited about that. We do have him booked out to come back on at a very, very, very convenient and awesome time to have him back on. Right? But he came out and not confirmed that it was coming this year, but he said he's heard it's coming this year. And I know a lot of people try to give Jeff Grubb crap. I am one of the boats, and I'm saying if Jeff Grubb is hearing something, it's likely true. Granted, he's been wrong before, but this isn't the first we're hearing from someone saying, "Hey, The Last of Us remake is real, and it may be coming out this year." And if so, that's, and I apologize for freezing again. That's me. That can be big for the PlayStation brand. So I do want to go over to you, Walt, and start with you, our resident Dual Shock and Sense podcast host. Your thoughts on The Last of Us remake? Because your thoughts. I got a point to make, but your thoughts on The Last of Us remake and its possibility of coming out this year.
When I remember in the DualShock and Sense podcast, back when I think it was the Death Stranding or Ghost of Tsushima director's cut that was released, we talked about how, like, what potential director's cuts there could be, and one of them that I don't remember if it was that episode or another one, I mentioned how if they did a remake, it wouldn't just be the remake, it would be the remake and a director's cut version of 2, or the remake and factions. Because the remake on its own, I mean, I remember we talked about how it could tie up to getting people on board for the show, and like getting people familiar to, like, oh, you like this game? Well, there's a show being made, with Pedro Pascal and Belle Ramsey, starring as Joel and Ellie. Potential, there is potential, but again, like PlayStation has a lineup that they have. It's like it was like what, like 20 something games like being made, and like half of them were like original IPs. So uh maybe that's not the only thing that releases this year. But again, right now it's pretty dry. I mean, there's no hints at anything. Maybe people are hoping for God of War.
I say
I'm
maybe
always on
maybe
the
God of War.
I'm always on the camp of like a delay. I don't know. It's just or it's such a big game. You cannot talk about it unless you're like for sure that you're gonna release it. Unless they do a state of play dedicated to it, like they did with Horizon. Uh, but for Last of Us remake, there's a chance. I don't think they'll put that much emphasis on it, but I think it's like it could happen. But I'm not putting my money on it because I was one of those that I was like, that's cool. I'm not crazy for the idea of a remake of one because one holds up pretty well. I think the gameplay would benefit incredibly because Last of Us 2 gameplay is incredible compared to the first one.
Yeah,
So
100%.
that'd be a great change of pace for the first one. I would hop back on it. I would buy it. I'm not crazy about it, but I would buy the remake. I would buy it day one.
Baron,
I'm a Last of Us simp.
3 PlayStations, 3 iterations of The Last of Us. But I do think, I want to get your thought, but I do think, and I'm going to put this out here because I've been saying when Factions releases, it's going to release also day and date on PC. I've been saying it. I think they're setting that up to be their first big multiplayer title, and they're going to put it on PC. So I believe this remake, if it's real, it's coming out this year, it would simultaneously release on PlayStation 5 and PC along with Factions. But Baron, three Last of Us, 3 PlayStations, three iterations of Last of Us. This is something that's probably going to continue going because we're going to probably get that Last of Us 2 remaster coming sometime as well. As
Let me tell you, I think that makes more sense that you're going to get a remaster bundle that comes with it's not going to be a remake. I think you'll get a remaster bundle, and it'll be a remastered 1 and 2, and then it'll come with Factions. I think that'll be a cleaner sell, and then they may even garner some goodwill and only charge $70 for all of it.
They did remaster one though already though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you could do it again. I mean, we're looking at
Well,
Grand Theft Auto
yeah.
5 commercials. Like, I mean,
Right.
True.
now for PS5, like it's
yeah,
and so I really believe that makes more sense to where it wouldn't take away too much resources from working on something else. But I will say this: if we don't, I got a funny feeling if we don't get a state of play next month, or at least a showcase out of them, I think all of this talk is for beginning of next year. Like I really do. If like wasn't there something going on Twitter where somebody had screenshotted? I don't know if it was Persona or somebody. Shout out to them. They had a screenshot and it looked like it was in the bio of the God of War handle coming into 2022 or something like that. Like they changed it, like it is going to release. I won't believe it until I see.
Oh, I've seen that, but you know what? I haven't seen anyone that can confirm that that person didn't already have that in their bio. I think someone found it and it was like, "Oh, look, it's confirmed coming out this year." And I'm like, that could have been there for a while now because I know I wouldn't be shocked. Someone like Tyler Howard still had 11/11/2022 in his bio.
I'm gonna tell you, unless I see a showcase, because like Walt said, these are some huge titles, and it's so weird to be almost halfway in the year and not see a major marketing push. I feel like I'm still seeing commercials for Horizon Forbidden West. Yeah. Like there was like, come on, where's the marketing push for these games? Where's the ads? Where's for them to be releasing in 6 months? Nah. It's hard. It don't add up to me. Because we all know marketing money is some of the biggest budget for most of these games now.
I'm like on the same lane as Macho, where we talked about, or he mentioned that this year it feels like Nintendo's carrying it a little bit more with like a lot of like original titles and JRPGs and like Live Alive
Triangle
and
strategy,
Xenoblade and
yeah.
Triangle Strategy and like a lot. And we're just starting, you know. I mean, that we're about to end the first half of the year, but for PlayStation, it feels like they don't even have to release like 3-4 titles. Like just with two solid, like Horizon's one, that incredible. Just one more and you're good. I think.
Yeah.
Like a big,
No,
big one.
I'm with you. It's so weird for a game that is as big as it is. Like God of War is a huge title.
Massive.
Like it's for there to be no marketing around it at all.
Which, and again, if you delay God of War, I think PlayStation has built up a cushion. And a game like The Last of Us remake, like Walt was saying, I'm going to buy it. You almost can't help yourself, right? You know you bought it on PS3, you bought it on PS4. You probably already played it on PS5 via backwards compatibility. Now you're probably going to play it on. Now what's big is because, correct me if I'm wrong, The Last of Us isn't currently playable on PC, right? It's not on PC. It's not one of the games on PC, right?
No, I want it. I want The Last of Us Part 2. I want it on PC because that game, it plays good on console, but with an actual mouse and keyboard and up that frame and all the beauty that it brings with a PC, that would play incredible. I want, that's one of the PlayStation exclusives that I want on the PC. Similar to how I wanted like Uncharted 4 and all those games. Like they had their hiccups at launch, but The Last of Us would be incredible.
It looked good on a PS4, so.
Yeah, it looks
It
incredible.
did.
On PS3, it looked great.
Yeah, I played Last of Us 2 on PS4 and it looked fine. But Hugger, I mean, we all kind of joked about, you know, The Last of Us 2 remake, remaster, deluxe edition, super edition.
Yes.
If people come out and buy this, I mean, what's going to stop them from continuing to go on? But I do want to get your thoughts on this remake. Getting another Last of Us third. I mean, just like Grand Theft Auto, right? It's going to come out every generation. Your thoughts on the Last of Us remake? Javier, what's going on, brother?
If people want it, let them have it. I don't care. I would rather see it come to PC first, but it is what it is, and just let people enjoy the game.
You think the community would be bothered if this released simultaneously on PC? Or like will people because I got a weird feeling that people will champion it because it's not a new IP.
Yes. Yeah. It's not a new IP. It's a grandfather of a game because how old is it now? It's over a decade.
Oh, 10 years?
Hey man,
It came out 2013, right?
Was it 2013? We're going on almost 10 years.
I think so.
It's Grand Theft Auto, dude. It's Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I'm
is.
just bothered that you say that and I was still an adult, like paying taxes 10 years ago.
Damn.
Like I'm with the Otaku Fix. Like I'm okay with remakes. Like I'm okay with remakes of games that came out way long time ago, right? And
Like
I
Shadow
guess
of the Colossus.
yes.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people,
15 years.
For a lot of people, and we have to do this to every gamer generation. You know, every gamer generation is a generation where somebody started gaming. PlayStation 1, PlayStation
Today,
2.
someone started.
So somebody started on PS5.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
That's wild. And it makes me feel old.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Someone's
Vanguard
first
will be
console was
there,
PS5.
Modern Warfare.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
It's wild. So
It's crazy.
I get it in a lot of ways. You're capitalizing on it. You're also capitalizing on gaming being not necessarily dry, but it's not like ever since Elden Ring it's been kind of quiet, right? So you can capitalize on that. And you capitalize on The Last of Us being one of the greatest games of all time. It really is, right? You can't. It's hard.
I think so. Yeah.
The Last of Us 2 garnered a lot of attention and hate. Granted, in my opinion, unnecessarily. Hashtag Team Abby. I'm about her swole ass boxing people the hell up. I'm about that, right? Except for that weird ass, that weird ass sex scene could have been left out.
That was
That
too
bro,
much.
unnecessary, right? But it's hard. It's hard not to be a gamer and say I didn't like the original Last of Us, regardless of what you think about The Last of Us 2 and the direction they took. it's hard pressed to find anyone that says I do not like that game.
Yeah.
It's hard, right?
Because of the heart and soul of that game, which is
Yes.
Joel and Ellie. Because of those, and again, credit to Macho and I having this discussion. In his words, it is why for him he tried Last of Us Part 2, and we had a disagreement in like, oh, this is better than this, or this is why this is bad, and he would mention how essentially Last of Us Part 2, you know, not the entire heart and soul was there for reasons of the story, which lacked maybe in like characters, and they threw a lot of characters in that maybe they asked you to, you know, feel attached to in a small time frame. Whereas Last of Us Part 1, literally each season had its character and its purpose, and that's it. And it was all carried over with Ellie and Joel. Whereas it was a journey, but Last of Us Part 2 feels more like there's a purpose, and it's revenge.
Yeah. Shout out to Boston Gamer 21 in chat said, well, gamers boycott the remake because of what they did to Joel in Last of Us 2. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say spoiler alert. And
yes,
if you don't know by
spoilers.
now, you're probably not going to play it, right? Yeah. Right? Them pretty much eliminating Joel at the very beginning of the game pissed off a lot of people.
Yes.
Pissed off a lot of people.
Eliminating.
Pretty much making Abby.
Interesting.
Alt tab delete.
Wait a minute, what happened?
Alt F4 him out of here.
Oh yeah.
You said eliminate. He got Thanos snapped.
He was out of there, bro. My man got Tiger Woods to the afterlife. He did.
I mean,
Wow.
that man got.
He did. At the very beginning of the game. At the very beginning of the game. So a lot of people were pissed off because they fell in love with the character and felt like he still had more of a story to tell.
Yeah.
Between that and you controlling Abby a lot of the time, which again, I enjoyed Abby as a character. Abby was I actually enjoyed her more than Ellie in Last of Us 2, believe it or not.
Yeah. True.
And I was initially pissed off, like, I don't want to play this buff ass chick. Like, I don't want you. I want to play as Ellie now. Like, I should be Ellie the whole game, right? But that's why I was like, oh snap! Like, she has a really interesting story in the background, and she has a story to tell, and I'm interested in it, right? Except for that, again, that weird ass sex scene that could have been left out. Will gamers boycott it because of what happened to Joel? Hell no. But I will tell you this: they're gonna say they will, and they won't.
But they won't.
Why? Because gamers are effing liars. They lie.
Yes, we are.
They tell you they're gonna boycott something and then go play it
and spend money.
They'll go Nintendo. They'll go, I hate this. I'll buy it.
Yeah. Listen,
men
lie,
Skyrim
women
is
lie.
still being released.
Yeah. Numbers don't lie. And you're going to go out and buy it and you're going to play it, but you're going to tell people, oh man, what they did to Joel was so disrespectful. They let him, y'all pushing this agenda with this buff ass chick. Come on, man. It's all crap. It's all crap. People are going to buy it. Anybody take the only people who won't buy it are people who do not have a PS5 or a PC that can run the game.
But, you know, there's other games I would love to see brought forward, but to each their own. If somebody wants to play it, let them play it. We have bigger things to worry about.
You know, it'll be a great remake.
What was that? I missed the game.
Oh wait, maybe.
A lot of people are pissed off about Bloober Team doing something. Oh my God, people are upset that Bloober Team is the team behind Silent Hill. Like, even though it was like the worst kept secret in gaming. It was the worst kept. Everyone knew it was Bloober Team, right? But people are pissed about Bloober Team doing Silent Hill.
What games did Bloober Team make?
The Medium.
What games? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd be
Layers
mad
of Fear.
Layers of Fear. Yeah.
I'd be a little mad too.
The Medium got a lot of. I saw a couple of tweets today, and these were like elaborate, where they talked about how they hated the Medium because of how it portrayed mental illness or something. And I haven't played the game, so I have to play it because I want to know.
Played on console. This is the first I'm gonna say play a game on console. It runs awfully on PC.
Ooh.
And Hug is the optimization queen, so if she said it run bad on PC, it run bad on PC.
I watched her
It's
run
running...
Red Dead Redemption on a literal brick, like with a mouse wheel.
It's
And a
running
thumb
2
drive.
instances of the game at the same time, but
Floppy disk.
not the same instance. So it like you're running 2
Oh.
versions of the game, 2 different areas of the game, and it did
Oh, so
not work.
it's eating up the CPU. Like,
Oh, it's eating everything up. The GPU is hot. You could crack an egg and cook on her. She is hot, baby.
ooh,
That game's
She's
eating
hot.
what little food you have in your fridge. Literally, PC stands
Ooh.
up, it goes. Eats
ooh.
Yeah.
everything.
So
Unless you have,
basically,
like,
you
a
can't
really
have
good
it. You
system.
can't have it and Chrome running at the same time.
Yikes! I'll play it on my Xbox then, because I have Game Pass. So
Yeah,
there
I
you
mean
go.
it's on Game
Yeah.
Pass still, right? So it was, you know,
I think so.
Not on
I
PC
booted it up.
Pass
I
anymore.
booted it up and I uninstalled it within 2 minutes. I'm like, yeah, this is slow, and it's kind of plotting. I'm kind of like, let me.
It's like a slow burner
And
apparently.
then you're walking like it's almost
Very
like
slow.
Resident Evil, like the original Resident Evil is how you kind of walk and then turn. And I was like, nah, these controls is
That was
whack.
Resident
I
Evil
can't do it.
4, which I hope that if they do remake Resident Evil 4, give it the Resident Evil 2 treatment and just make it feel like Resident Evil 2 remake. Because I think that's so far the ultimate Resident Evil experience, and the definitive Resident Evil experience is Resident Evil 2 remake. It is phenomenal. I think the new ones are great, like the village and whatnot, but those are good for other
Oh
reasons.
yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Hey, anytime Lady D's brought up.
Bro, Lady Di Mother Miranda and hey, Beneviento, you know,
Oh,
Miss
yeah.
Beneviento. She's
when that mask comes off, yeah.
bruh, even with the sludge covering her face, I'm like,
She
Yo,
could get it.
This is wrong with
Sludge.
people. People are always horny.
Yes, we are.
Not the sludge.
And
Not
so
the
what?
See, macho.
All the time. Listen, you guys are freaking awesome. If you are still rocking out with us, please hit that like button, share the stream out, let people know we are live. Apparently, there's a lot of people going live today, and like people want to be out on Wednesday for some reason, and I don't understand it. But hey, to each his own. But we're gonna move on to another game that's supposed to be getting a remaster, remake treatment, and this one will make the floor hugger happier than most, because we've talked about on multiple occasions how Gears of War is not playable on PC other than Gears, the first one, which is remastered, Gears 4 and Gears 5. But now the rumor has floated around that Gears, there may be a Marcus Phoenix collection, a Master Chief style game happening with Gears of War. I do want to move over to, and again, like the Last of Us, the rumor is this game drops this year. So I do want to start with Hugger because she has been on this train about this collection happening. Hugger, your thoughts on Gears of War? All of the games finally, possibly making their way over to PC.
More games, the better. Now I get to experience the full collection, enjoy the whole goodness, because I know you can skip games, but I like to play games in sequence, especially long storied games like that. So give it to me. Let me enjoy it. Let it be co-op for a lot of the stuff too, because I want to run it with fame. And I'll never turn down more video games, even though my backlog is steadily growing.
Where are you in the
Larger and
franchise right
larger.
now?
I'm on 4, because I finished 1. I'm on 4 and Tactics at the same time.
Oh, so you've had to completely jump from one to 4. Holy crap! So you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 and 3. 3. My feelings, bro. Like, holy crap! You
Yeah.
need to stop playing 4 and just ignore
I
it
did.
for a while.
I started
Okay.
with 4.
What?
That was because my first Xbox ever was the Gears Edition, which I still have, and it came with 4, and I'm like, let me try it out, and I was like, oh, so I went back to 1, and I was like, I need to see what happened with this old person from old games that is in this game, and know his story, which is Marcus, right? And
Marcus, the guy from Fortnite. There you go.
Yeah,
that
the
guy
guy
from
from
Fortnite,
Fortnite.
and the girl from Fortnite is also in Gears of War 4, and she has her own game, Gears of 5.
Yeah.
It's pretty tight. I like the whole feel of it and the aliens and everything. pretty cool. And gory.
Baron, you don't seem too hot about this.
If I get 15 minutes of this during that Xbox showcase,
Listen, bro, don't even take us.
I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Ah! Hey, bruh. If they pull a GTA 5 in PlayStation and show me anything to do with freaking Gears of anything that's not Gears of New, bruh.
Because Gear 6 is a ways away. I don't think we're getting Gear 6 to like 2025. It needs that time. Give us another Tactics.
Yeah.
I'm in loving Tactics. But Baron, like there's no way, bro. I do think there's something that can be shown at the showcase and say, hey, we're dropping this now.
They're gonna do a 15-minute. It's gonna be a 15-minute segment.
Now
and they're gonna show how leaning against the barrier is gonna be way smoother and it's gonna have ray tracing.
That's like one of my least favorite ways for like a game when they're like, but the ray tracing, I'm like, I don't care, man.
Bro,
Hey, don't be mad at me when this happens, because best believe my face when I see it go down.
It has to be quick,
I'm
bro.
gonna
It has to be a quick, not even on screen for a minute. It has to be Gears of War, Marcus Phoenix Collection, Gears 1, 2, 3, Judgment, 4, 5, all in one place, launching today, Xbox Game Pass, 4K, 60 frames per second, all this other stuff. Talk about maybe show a comparison between 2 and 3 really quick. I'm talking about a minute long, and that's all it's going to take. Because I can tell you one thing right now. People love the original Gears games 1 through 3, and it finally being on PC, I guarantee you, first thing you're going to hear about how it's the number one game on Steam. Guarantee it.
They're going to do a whole segment on how the Lance chainsaw works.
No,
like,
bro, don't.
Was it wall jumping? What is it like, or cover?
Hey, y'all evil, bro.
They're gonna show you how to make the grenades. Like, bro, hey, no, let me stop.
It's like they'll do a Call of Duty Ghost. Look at how the fish react. They react when you swim. Oh, it's like, nah, man. Just
Let
give me
me
some.
stop.
Barrett is doing his best to make this an anti-Xbox podcast because he claims that I've turned Double XP into an Xbox podcast.
Yeah, he's full blown botted this out, man. And
We're joining the Law family.
Yeah,
We're all Xbox.
yeah, all Xbox, and I'm like, like, and I love Xbox. I love Xbox. It's cool. I'm having fun with it. I got Game Pass. I got Game Pass Ultimate. I got a Series X. I enjoy it and I utilize it, but I do not want to see. I'll give them a solid 15 minutes total for everything that already exists. If it's a game that already exists and you're porting
15?
it, a remaster, 15. That's it, and that's for all of
bro.
them.
I can get through like 2 chapters of manga in that, so that's good. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. You within that 15 minutes, you update me on the potential.
Bro, they're not going to do 15 minutes on Gears. You're going to get a minute and a half.
No. I'm talking about overall throughout the whole showcase. I only want they only get 15 minutes to spread out amongst all the stuff that already exists.
Like
So
existing
if you're going to talk Halo, Sea of Thieves, Grounded,
it's all in that 15.
Okay, that's
all you
because
get.
you know me, and I did it on 15 minutes fame. You want to piss me off?
Stand up.
Talk about Sea of Thieves.
Talk about Gears for 15 minutes. Hey, yo, get Marcus off the screen.
Hey, if I see Phoenix one more time,
I'm gonna turn him into a Phoenix into Ash,
bruh.
But no, I'm 100% with it. But this again, the same
It's
thing.
not a bad thing.
The same thing with the Last of Us. You got a new generation of people, and also when you include in the people on PC, you got people who have never played these games. Hugger is a prime example. She never played 2 and 3. She's never owned an Xbox. She's been primarily a PlayStation and PC her entire life, right? This and then she subscribes to Xbox Game Pass. So you telling her that she gets to play Gears 2 and 3 and Judgment. People hate Judgment, but it's still there at the best possible visuals.
I'm gonna be real with you. after looking at the date, because once again, I'm thinking with my experiences, I'm not taking into account everybody
Destiny.
else, age gaps, and it didn't dawn on me that Gears of War came out in 2006. Yeah, go ahead, remake it.
Now that's a
No,
remake.
That's a remake.
Yeah.
That is a
No,
remake.
like, and let me tell you how you launch it and win everybody over. You take the same music, you take Mad World, and you redo it in today's graphics in
Bro,
game.
yes.
The Gears
That would kill.
yes.
I sold it. I would buy it. Look, I got
Yes.
goosebumps, bro. If you were at like functioning around that time frame and you was out of middle school, anytime somebody was by a piano, all you heard was Mad World. Like
Yeah.
it took over. It was
Yeah.
everything. Anytime you went into a music store, anything like that, it was people playing Mad World on pianos. So they could really, I take everything I said back. They can lean into that. That would be dope.
And all I want is to watch Hugger live streaming the ultimate sacrifice.
I know what happens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. You've been ruined. Bro, my feelings was
Damn.
Walt don't know. Walt maybe knows. It's
Well,
probably
here's the
this.
thing. Going back to the One Piece thing, there's a lot of top 10 saddest things.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and I
now that
grew up
everyone
watching
knows,
those, you know.
Dom's death hurt like hell. Because the
Oh, yeah.
man been through it. Okay?
Yeah.
He been through it. His family was dead. He had nothing left to live for. And his
Had to
final
put a
act
bullet in his
was
wife. Yeah.
his final act was to save his best friend's life and to go out the way he did, bro. Bro, somebody did what's that song? And they say and a hero can say. Somebody put that song to Dom's bro. I almost started crying. I was like, no, you're not putting me through this right now. You can't play this song. You can't play
back
this
in there,
song
Kier.
and watch Dom kill himself to save Marcus Phoenix and the rest of the team. Bro, hurt. And by the way, that song can go with any epic moment on any game ever. And they say that a hero can say, bro, it goes everywhere. Perfect song for any game, for any type of sacrificial lamb, anybody, doing for the greater good and killing themselves like Dom, the freaking GOAT. Love it. I saw it on TikTok and I shed a tear. I ain't ashamed to say that shit. The game was sad. And I love Dom. Gears is such a good game. And I don't know what went wrong. Because, it was such a great game that went good. Because it's still good. Don't get me wrong. But it was great. It was great.
I think they just stretched it too far because I feel like humanity should lose. Like
humanity should lose everything.
No. I'm not gonna pull that card. I'm gonna be legit with this situation. You're fighting something that's literally called the Locust, which in reference is insects. We already know insects got us like 10,001. Yeah, and I might be playing it light, like pound, like per person. There's like 10,000 insects.
Yeah.
If you're comparing your grand enemy and using the word locust, and then they've already buried and destroyed your Earth at its core, bro, it's a chalk it up to an L. Just like go out swinging. Like they should definitely have like a what was it, Halo Reach? They should have a Halo Reach moment, and that should be the end of the game. Ooh, if that happens, tweet
someone's
that
listening Xbox. Someone's listening.
That would be a beautiful way to end it. Like humanity tried. Like, and you just got it's just a shootout, and you going. Then all of a sudden, you just see Earth explode. Maybe it's some big nuke or something, and just everybody.
Because I've told people
the locusts don't go off planet.
I tell people, I believe
that'd be a
6.
beautiful way to end it.
I believe 6 is going to be it. I think it's the second trilogy. You had Epic's trilogy, and then now you have the Coalition trilogy. I feel like in my heart of hearts that 6 will be it. We may get a spinoff. Because one thing about Xbox, we know they seem to have a hard time. Like I look at like I say this, but then another one that happened, Uncharted, right? Uncharted was like, boom. Was it 4? And then we got, which one came out
5
first?
with the
4,
Lost Legacy.
Lost Legacy,
Lost
came
Legacy,
out
and then 4,
after,
right?
So no, it was 4 then Lost Legacy.
Okay, so they had a spinoff.
Yeah, Lost. Yeah, because they improved on 4. They introduced the whole like this one mission where it's like open world and you like do a little bit here, a little bit there, and Lost Legacy essentially like improved on a lot of things that 4 did.
Lost Legacy was a better. People try to kill me for that, but Lost Legacy was better than 4 in my opinion. I enjoyed it more.
Well, for sure.
But I say this just for PlayStation to announce next week that Uncharted 5 is happening, right? But they Uncharted's done, right? It's supposed to be finished, right? Other games that PlayStation have had franchises, they just like, oop, boom, done. It's over. It's ran its course, right?
Right.
I don't know if Xbox will do that with Halo or Gears anytime soon, but I feel like if there was one to get sunset, it is Gears. Even though I think Gears is now the face currently, until someone like Senua comes and take over. Gears is the face of the Xbox right now, right? It's carrying it, and I enjoy Kate Diaz. I love Kate Diaz as a character, Kate Bay. I enjoy the character. I enjoy Marcus Phoenix. I'm drawing a blank because I hate his face, his son, JD.
Yeah, the protagonist of 4.
Yeah, cannot stand JD. For those who played, man, y'all haven't played Gears 5 because I want to talk about that ending because it's BS. Because you have to pick. You have to pick an ending.
Okay.
You have to pick
multiple endings.
It has multiple endings, and the ending I chose, I'm like, oh, I feel bad. So now I still have to go back and choose the other way because I think that'll make me happier inside. But the problem is, what are you going to do with Gear 6? Well, okay, without spoiling, I'm not going to spoil, okay?
You have what they did for
you have to pick somebody to die.
7 and use the DLC to retcon the ending.
You have to pick somebody to die.
Okay.
And so everyone picking something different. What is 6 going to do? To
retcon
fix
the ending.
There you go.
Pull a Star Wars.
Pull a XCOM.
Because I'm not happy. They better come up with a time machine or something. Because I made the wrong decision.
In Resident Evil 7 to not take Mia. And then in the DLC, they change it so you do save Mia anyway. So it's like, why give me the choice?
It's like the real ending, which is like, you know, that's like a really interesting conversation where it's like, when you have multiple endings, are you encouraging just multiple perspectives, or are you trying to encourage, try to find what the original ending is? Or like, because with Resident Evil 7, it's like you play the DLC and it's no, this was the real one. But then you're like, then nothing I did ever mattered. Nothing.
Exactly.
Maybe
like Shadow of War, or is it Shadow of Mordor, where the true ending was in the
DLC,
Galadriel DLC?
That's
Shadow of War, I think.
Go school yourself with that.
I wonder if it's a cheap way to kind of farm what the community wants and give it to them. Like, maybe there was two endings on the table,
right?
And everybody was like, "Let's just throw them both in there and let them choose."
Right.
And then whatever one did more, we'll run with that in the DLC, or the next installment. I feel like that's probably not what happens, but I know from if I was thinking how could I easily sell this and make the next story go along the same track with what people want.
It's interesting because 7's DLC was very much so experimental because you had a card game, an escape room, a brawler.
I didn't play it. Are you serious?
You had one of the DLC was just your fists. It was just your fists, but it was kind of gimmicky. It was kind of gimmicky. It was very much like a feel cool. Like this is we're being weird, which Resident Evil has always been weird. They never have made top notch stories. Their stories are by no means Last of Us caliber, but it's fun. It's like they nailed, I think, the zombie survival kind of thing, and making it weird. But yeah, I think with the Gears thing though, it'd be cool if they did what they did with Halo, where they made a Series X Halo edition. So make it like a collection, then make a Series X Gears edition. Because whenever I think Xbox, I've always, since I got my first Xbox, Halo and Gears has always been synonymous for me with Xbox.
Halo, Gears, Forza.
And Forza. And now I think this is it's going to be the birth. She already was there, but with Senua, I think that's gonna be like imagine a Series X Senua, like a Hellblade edition. That'd be amazing, like with bones and stuff and like blood marks and oh my god,
That'd look pretty badass.
that'd be look amazing. But yeah, Gears, I'm here for the remakes and remasters as long as it makes sense, as long as it's not a I don't know. It's like when
money
you play
grab.
Dark Souls. Yeah, it's like when you play Dark Souls remaster. It's like if it plays like shit still,
Yeah.
but at least it's shinier.
Pretty.
That lightning
know?
hitting that tree was fire.
Yeah, man, look at that.
It really was. That was pretty.
Look at that ray tracing.
Shout out to
But-
Mini Yeti. Say I might not be in the chat, but I want to let you know that I am watching the stream while playing Injustice with my fiends. You got fiends?
Oh,
Don't be hanging around
what?
fiends. Fiends are bad for you. Friends
I think
are cool, but
earlier,
fiends will ruin
Yeti
your life.
also said that he got the Rona.
Oh no!
Oh.
well,
So
safe
my
recovery to
man-
you.
Hey man, I hope you feel better. 100%.
No, for real.
Because
Got this Yeti.
it's
Kick
still a
ass.
thing. Drink lots of fluids. Enjoy video
Oh,
games.
Hajime no Ippo on it.
Man, for real. The weave.
We
I enjoyed Injustice. I suck at fighters. The only time
Same.
I play fighters is when I have a small child who ass I can beat the hell out of and feel superior. Right? Like, oh, look at
That's
you, you
fair.
suck. Get good. I'm the best, and I'm spamming buttons. How you do that combo? I'm not gonna tell you because you a punk, right? That's when I play fighters, right? Because I know can't no kid beat me in no game. But when it comes to adults, I'm not gonna play you. I'm not gonna play you, bro, because I suck at fighters, bro. I don't have the mental fortitude to try to double cross, back slap, corner camp. I can't do none of that, bro. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it.
Like, why
Yeah,
aren't you blocking? Why aren't you blocking? I'm like, how do you block?
Wait, you can block? I'm like,
Yeah.
that scene in Where the Millers, you guys are getting paid? I'm like, you
Yeah.
can block?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why block when I can spam the only move that I know?
And win. That's me.
win.
Yo, I've always been of the mindset in video games, and this is, I'm gonna out myself, where, oh my god, this is such an annoying thing for you to do. That's like unsportsmanlike, and I'm like, am I winning? Then I'm gonna keep doing it. It's like
Yep.
good old camping. Don't camp. Stop camping. No, I'm getting like 20 kills. I'm gonna
Like,
keep
bro,
camping.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It works.
It works. Try to get around me. No, this is not the way. I can do it.
It's my way.
It's my
I
way.
bought the
My
game.
way or the highway.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm the worst one to lose to. I don't care how many times you beat me. You could be my home. Shout out to T Jones, my brother. This man is a. We went to a whole Mortal Kombat tournament, Street Fighter tournament, like out of state. He does this.
Oh wow.
I beat him with his main. He was using his main, and I beat him. He never can live it down.
Why you
He
do that to him?
never can live it down. Never. I'd have called him live right now, and just, but he'd start cussing and get us banned. But yeah, I and then I button mash.
Hell yeah.
I leg sweep religiously. I jump entirely too
I
much.
trap you in a corner.
Oh, don't let. Oh. Only game I'm halfway decent at is Marvel versus Capcom 2.
Oh
I'm
wow.
decent. Like I can hold my own. For a round.
Decent.
I can hold my own for a round. That's it. After that, it's wash. Just sweet.
Dude, I'm really into like anything. Oh my god, I forgot their name. They make Guilty Gear.
Blue, not Blue Azure.
Oh man.
It's gonna kill me now.
We did a podcast in the Shock and Sense where we pitched, like, imagine if that company made a PlayStation All Stars and like everyone like being in that same of Guilty Gear-esque like anime
Ooh.
drawing, like Aloy, Nathan, and like everyone like really cool. Arc system works, yes.
There you go.
Dude, anything
Sobo
from them I
Wolf,
can play.
D. James, what's happening? Sorry.
I can be awful in it and I'll play it.
Dude, there's an anime that they had something to do with. I forgot the name of it. And
Grand Blue.
no, not just that. They're like, it's actually like a romantic comedy anime.
Oh.
But yeah, weirdly enough, but they called me out in the anime. They was like talking about rookie terrible fighters,
Mhm.
and everything they described, and like, yeah, they jump unnecessarily. They're constantly spamming special attacks. They only press 3 buttons. I was like,
Are you talking to me?
bro, terrible. But no, but yeah, Arc Systems. I
Yeah.
like the look of those games.
It looks beautiful.
I didn't think I would. Okay, I hated when Marvel versus Capcom went 3D. Hated it. But I love how Arc System Works does the mix, the perfect blend of the 3D and
2D.
Yeah,
It's like UFO Table. It's like the Demon Slayer studio where they like incorporate both 3D, CG and 2D.
Mhm.
But yeah, to the point of that fight, I also do like Smash, like Super Smash Bros. Like that. Those are games that I can have fun even if I'm getting my ass kicked.
Exactly.
Because
those are the outliers. And I will say this, and I want to make sure I make myself clear. On a controller, like most fighting games, I'm gonna suck. But if you catch me in the arcade, I'm beating that ass. Until the
ooh,
sun come up, and I'm not.
yes sir.
Let's put 50 cents in the game, and I'm gonna beat you.
I haven't put any more. This is still my first 50 cents.
Yeah, I'm playing with the same 50 cents.
Got the quarter up.
Bam. I'm gonna beat the computers.
Oh man, you put them on the middle.
Put it up. Put next. Yep.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Don't want none. And if we playing old school Mortal Kombat on a controller, the only move I know is playing with Raiden. I'm doing back, forward all day. I'm flying from one side of the map to the other. And when you think you finally got me, I'm gonna disappear on the ground and come back up, and I'm gonna back forward again.
Boom.
Back forward
God.
all day.
Come on, Mortal Kombat trilogy was amazing. Like that's what I just thought about.
If y'all are into like simplified and one, I haven't dived too much into it, but in the podcast we've talked about DNF Duel, which is another like anime fighter, and I think like the button situation is like very simple. Like it's easy to make combos, and it's like easy to learn and hard to master, what kind of thing. I love that. Yeah. And
Show
then
Me Strikers was fun.
We got one more thing, then we're gonna get up out of here. I sent the panel. Most of you probably know already. The PlayStation Plus premium games have been announced. What you're getting to play alongside the Ubisoft Plus classic games. So I do want to quickly get the panel's thoughts on the premium. Is it something you're going to be diving into? Is it worth it for you? And I'm going to start with the brother Walt. Walt, from what you've seen with the PlayStation Plus premium, is it something you can find yourself subscribing to? And was the PlayStation Plus, the Ubisoft Classics, a push over the edge to get you to get it if you're getting it, if you're going to sign up for it?
Not the Ubisoft part of it, because anything Ubisoft, I'm very selective with, because they just make a lot. Like some hit and just the quality is like waving a lot. Last Ubisoft game I bought was Far Cry 6, which I do enjoy. Haven't played a Far Cry since 3 though, so that influenced. For this specific subscription situation, I think it's a strong selection of games. A fantastic array of titles are included. Some are missing that it's questionable why they wouldn't be there, like classics from like maybe PSP or like even Vita, and like even the classics, PS1 and PS2. But if this is where they're going with like more notable and more, nostalgia focused and maybe obscure titles, I'm more towards yes and no than I was a week before, but I still need to see what classics, because that's my thing. I got my first PlayStation, PS3 was my first PlayStation. I want to experience 1 and 2 and PSP on modern gen, not gen quality, but like on my PS5. So I'm gonna have to wait for more of those to be announced. But I'm leaning more towards yes than no, and it's looking like a strong selection. It's a better start than Game Pass did when they first started.
When Game Pass first launched, it was rough.
It was rough. But that's the thing. Game Pass walked so that PlayStation could run.
That's true.
But here's the thing: even though PlayStation is gonna run, Game Pass is gonna continue running, because Game Pass has now like found its footing. But I think it's a strong start.
It's gonna be interesting to see how they compete for big third parties launching on the service.
Yeah.
And I could see eventually especially if Microsoft gets Activision Blizzard, I could see them shift a little bit further away from the big third parties, while Sony pushes the big third parties because they don't want to do day and date. If Microsoft gets their 30 studios rolling and they're putting out great quality titles, I can see them giving us some of the best indies, some third parties, but not the big third parties. But for right now, it's going to be interesting to see how they compete with who wants to go get Gotham Knights on either Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Plus Premium. That's going to be a great competition. But Baron and Hugger, any thoughts on the PlayStation Plus Premium lineup?
I'll say that it looks dope. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I mean, hell, they have Undead Nightmare on there, which is something that I've been championing forever. They need to bring back Undead Nightmare. So to be able to experience that on a PS5 sounds amazing. Azura's Wrath. They even got Tiny Tina's Wonderland going to be on there. There's a lot of stuff that's dope. I feel like I know if I had a PS5, I would most likely get this. But the thing that bothers me most is they have a real opportunity, and I'll constantly complain about it until it happens. You could add the ultimate value to this and almost just triple your subscribers by simply adding Crunchyroll.
Yep.
That's
especially with the new changes to Crunchyroll to where there's no more free new episodes on the free version.
Funimation and Crunchyroll now,
and then the episode
with the same,
versions, and you can't like.
Especially, Baron, to that point, because PlayStation is so regarded for its good selections of JRPGs and whatnot, and having these great Japanese titles, like there's an audience that's gonna being catered to.
And it's such a weird thing. Maybe it's a thing of they couldn't do it because they didn't have complete ownership yet, as this was being formulated, and maybe it'll be something that comes later. Hopefully, by the time I get my PS5, which will probably be in like a year or two, the way things are looking. Man, honestly, I'm waiting for. I'm probably gonna wait for a refresh at this point.
At this point,
I'm gonna just wait for a refresh. What am I, 2 years in? But
year and a half.
Yeah, year and a half almost. So, but I know if I had a PS5, I would have most likely the premium service.
Yeah.
But it just kills me that they don't add Crunchyroll. Like that, I don't get it.
I'm gonna be honest. I know we gotta wrap up. My PlayStation, before I had an HDMI issue, I literally played it for these exclusive banger single player titles. I didn't use it for nothing else, honestly. So I don't see myself going after PlayStation Plus or any of the iterations when I get a PS5, because that and the Switch are my exclusive machines. Like the Switch, I'll get the online because number one, because it's super cheap, and I want to be able to play Smash and those type of games, right? That you need to be online with. But PlayStation is more of a single player oriented platform right now. To me, I don't feel like I need to be inside the service. Because not because I'm Xbox. If I'm gonna play a third party game,
it's gonna be on Xbox. Yeah, I never liked the UI and the friend system. Like it always felt extremely too much. Like I would hate when people would message me or like try to have the chat outside of the game, and that probably all got fixed because once again I don't have a PS5. And that's probably
a lot more seamless. It does feel a lot more the PS5 with the most recent patch that they did, where they implemented like a lot of just small quality of life features. It feels way better than the PS4 ever did.
Okay.
Because PS4 does take you out of the game. Man. PS5 just makes the background darkened, and it's like hovering. It's like hovering over it almost, unless you literally go to the menu.
Gotcha.
But you have like your little hotbar on the bottom where you can select like your immediate things that you want.
Listen, y'all know what time it is. If you're still in the chat, please hit the thumbs up button. There's 21 likes on the podcast. Really appreciate that. If you are watching right now, Drop your suggestion for something that we all should watch and or play for this week, and I will read those out again. If you're in the chat right now, drop a suggestion for an anime, movie, or video game you think people should check out, and I will read those out. I'm gonna go over to my panel, and I'm gonna start with my brother Baron. Baron, what are your suggestions for this week?
Go watch some videos and gameplay of Mountain Blade Bannerlord. I have went back to it. It's the game that kind of got me deep into content creating and streaming. It was like one of the first ones I really stuck with. Not Bannerlord, but the first game, which was Warband. Go check it out. It's Total War, but more action adventure because you get to control one person throughout the time of playing it while still being a general to your army or being a part of somebody else's army. It's amazing.
Only suggestion? Ozoba Wolf in the chat says for anime. God, I'm about to butcher this. Walt, help me.
Tsukimichi.
Moonlit Fantasy. For game, Turnip Boy commits tax evasion and book Hull 03. What you gotta say? Says go watch Atlanta on Hulu. Listen, Atlanta's lit. Atlanta is lit. I would say if you watch Atlanta and Snowfall too, what you gotta say? Please tell me you checked out Snowfall because they be slanging that cocaine. Sis, what you got for your suggestions this week?
Go watch. So I've been playing Scarlet Nexus, and it's very much a Final Fantasy 15 situation where it's like I feel like I'm missing something, and I found out that there's an anime. It's on Funimation, so go watch the Scarlet Nexus anime. It's really good. Kind of fills in a lot of things that are missing from the game, and go play. Like Wolf said, Turnip Boy commits tax evasion because it's cute. It's kind of like Rain on Your Parade. It can be done in a night. It's very funny. I love it so much.
Baron loved Rain. I remember looking up and I was like, "What the hell is Baron playing?"
Rain
he loved Rain on Your Parade.
So, bro. So,
bro.
Shout out to let's see. Dragon Heart Yobi says Doctor Strange 2, of course, great movie. Sonic 2, great movies. Going to see them again next week, as you should. WWE 2K22, Mighty Goose, Need for Speed, Heat, Shows the 100, Punisher, and Moon Knight, Dragon Ball. Listen, Dragon Ball GT is underrated. Super Saiyan 4 is the best looking Super Saiyan form. Don't complain to me, complain to your mama.
Is this guy?
D. James says Spy X.
That's a big hot take right there.
Super Saiyan 4 is the best looking Super Saiyan 4. I don't care what nobody says. That was legit. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. D. James says Spy X Family. Go check out that anime. Flameser says I recommend the what? Because I said X.
No, you just
no.
Saiyan 4.
The Super.
I'm saying 4.
No,
the Super Saiyan 4.
You said Super Saiyan 4.
We are still stuck on that.
You don't like it?
It's not. I don't think it's the top, but it's underrated. I agree that it's a underrated. Like just show in general.
GT wasn't as bad as everybody made it out to be.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, I don't like Super. I'll just say that now.
Super is overrated.
Okay, let's get to the end of this.
Just saying.
We're going to be here forever like Pokemon.
Oh, man, I can't wait to have a Pokemon episode. We got to have that soon, especially before Scarlet and...
Whackness, but let's keep going.
No, what's the name of the game? Violet.
Pardon me?
Violet.
Violet. And Scarlet.
Dragon says Super Saiyan 4 facts. Let me see if I'm missing any more suggestions here. They made Ancient Magus Bridge anime. Super Saiyan 4 is God tier and looks way better than Super Saiyan Blue. Walt. And if you're in the chat, give us suggestions, anime, movie, TV show. I'll read it out. Walt, your suggestion for this week.
My suggestion for games, if you have a Switch, pop up Kirby and the Forgotten Land. A very feel-good game, a very chill game, pretty easy. It's only hard if you make it hard. It's not hard at all. It's Kirby. It's a adorable little puffball. You're gonna have a great time, and it's a great change of pace from Elden Ring.
Just walk around, just put cards.
Walking around and inhaling everything. In terms of shows, currently I was watching Better Call Saul. Season 6 is airing right now. That show is S tier. Anime, I'm currently watching. This is not a recommendation. I'm just watching One Piece. What I am gonna recommend though is Sakurai Bisco, I think it is, or Sabuki Bisco or something. It's a man that shoots arrows and big mushrooms are summoned, and he has a crab for a pet. And he is a man eater, and it's all sorts of wacky, fun stuff. Give that
Is it
a watch.
Nakamoto?
No,
But
that's
keep going.
everyone. And in terms of manga, I just finished reading Fire Punch, which is by the same author as Chainsaw Man, Tatsuki Fujimoto. And
Chainsaw Man,
Fire
about to hit
Punch.
Crunchyroll. Let's
Fire
go.
Punch came before Chainsaw Man, and if you want to gain a bigger appreciation for Chainsaw Man, give Fire Punch a read. It's not on the Shonen Jump app. However, it's on the Shonen Jump app on the desktop or on your browser. So some manga are distributed differently, so give that a read. It's really, really good.
Really?
Back to the chat. Dragonheart Yobi says one more game he wants to suggest for you to go play. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Hugger, and that's right on cue for Hugger to give her a suggestion for me, because Hugger is our resident Mass Effect lover. She is in love with Mass
You okay,
Effect.
fam?
What I did?
Because I already gave my suggestion.
Dang, it was my turn.
Scarlet Nexus.
Scarlet Nexus. Maybe I'm just you know.
Wrap it up.
Here's the thing: I'm so close to vacation, I'm already like starting to not checking out. 'Cause I'm still here and rocking with y'all.
You're feeling it. You're feeling
Yeah.
it.
So for my suggestion, for anime, Mob Psycho 100. Mob Psycho 100. I just started season 2. Holy crap, so freaking good. To watch the first episode of Love, Death, and Robots actually was released early today on Netflix.
Ooh.
It comes
Oh,
out on
really?
the 20th, but they released the first episode early. So go and check that out. Make sure you guys check that out. And for games, Marvel's Avengers. And listen to me, if you play on Xbox and or PC, add me, because I need more people to play this game with, because Baron said he was my friend and lied to me and not play it with me. Me and Hugger was playing, and we got this weird glitch, and it kind of like we never went back after the Wakanda thing.
Bruh. That happened to me at the end of the Hawkeye DLC too, and I was like, I don't want to play this game no more. No more.
If you ever get back to it, like I've been playing, like I was running it before this. I've actually gotten back to it, and actually I'm starting to see more community pockets for Avengers. And my biggest fear now is not that the Embracer group has it. Are they going to continue to support the game that already has a very declining player base? But if you have,
Bro,
Bro, you know
Square
I like
Enix.
Doom games.
huh?
You know I like Doom games.
Oh,
Anthem's still my
come
favorite
on.
game.
Come on, we that's the one thing we have in common between Anthem and Avengers. We love a game that everyone thinks is bad. You know what's crazy? I think Anthem still is running. It's still up, isn't
Yep.
it? Man, it makes me want to kind of go in there, because Anthem had some
I'm
of
still
the
hoping
best
for 2.0
flying
to get picked up somehow.
mechs.
Oh,
they need
God.
to sell the franchise to somebody, because that's some of the best flying mechanic. Like, you want to be Iron Man?
Yeah.
That's the game to do it. And it was
Flashy and beautiful.
so freaking good. And I honestly, I don't understand why the game got so much hate as it did, because it's not as bad as everyone makes it out to be.
It's EA.
Because it's BioWare as well, because the reputation, it's like Rockstar. Like the Definitive Edition, it was broken, but it did extra badly because it's Rockstar, and there's a certain caliber of quality that you expect from this titan of a company.
Yeah.
Okay, snap. Dragonheart. We'll have to close the podcast. Dragonheart. I don't know if I got you added on Xbox. Make sure you add me. Y'all know I'm FAME space ENT2K everywhere. Add me. And let's run, brother. I'm running just about every day now because I've gotten back into it. So make sure you hit me up. Listen.
Poor soul.
Sir, that was unnecessary and it hurt my feelings.
I thought I was muted. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Listen, you guys are freaking awesome for rocking with. Thank you for giving y'all suggestions for stuff to watch and or play. Make sure you guys look out for tomorrow, because they have the return of Happy Hour, I believe. Make sure you guys come out and check that out. And then Sunday, we got Star-Crossed Gamers. Monday, I'll have a 15 minutes of fame going for you guys. Tuesday, Cogs in the Machine. And the next Wednesday, we'll be back. Keep a note that, nope, never mind. I'm not going to say that right now. With all of that said, congratulations. You guys leveled up to 202. This is the Double XP podcast. Make sure you guys go follow Dual Shock and Sense podcast. Make sure you follow my brother Walt on Twitter. Make sure you follow everything he writes at lv1gaming.com. And while you're at lv1gaming.com, bookmark it. We got some incredible pieces coming out for you guys soon. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace. We out.
Sarang